Got another commentary video for you guys, going into a 12 Dawnbreaker this time. Same as the last two videos, I'm going to walk through what I'm thinking as I'm clicking my buttons, as you kind of follow along in this 12 Dawnbreaker, just so you kind of get an idea of how the rotation works for frostdeathknight in specific dungeons. These are the talents I am running. So as you can see, pretty standard build. I like the shorter AMZ, I like the kick. Refreshes, pretty standard breath build, and yeah, I'll show a breakdown of all my damage at the end of the key, and without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, let's get into this 12 Dawnbreaker. Going into this first pull, I'm going to use my speed boost. I'm going to click onto this mage just for kicks, drop my ghoul, someone grab that kick, slappy hands, drop a death and decay, reaper's mark, interrupt that, pillar of frost, trinket, a breath, and racial. And then now I'm just trying to spend as many killing machine procs, help blow this up. I'm going to AMS that damage, I'm going to pop empowered rune weapon, another death and decay, and then just still trying to spend as many procs while keeping my breath alive. When I get low, I will press Horn of Winter like right now, and then just trying to keep my breath up here. And it fell off, but that's okay because this last guy is dead now. Oh, there's one more. Alright, going into this next pull, we will have Lust, so I'll be able to do a little bit here. I'm going to get on the commander for some good prio damage. And the kick on him. Drop a death and decay. Remorseless Winter, pillar. I'm going to pop my other trinket here. I'm going to kick that. And then I'm just in my Reaper's Marks. You're just trying to spend as many killing machine procs as possible. I'm getting a lot of procs here, which is good. Gonna drop another Death and Decay, Rhyme proc. And then, yeah, just gonna, now that I'm out of my window, I'm just gonna try and spend procs when I get them and try and balance between runic power and runes. And kick there. Oh, it died before I could kick, so I ended up not kicking anything. And now we're just kind of finishing off this last mob here. Just trying to get it down. I got Torment on me. I don't need the defensive because it's so close to dying. Healer's doing a good job of keeping us up. And there we go. Going into this next pull, we'll have Breath. And on our first trinket, I am running a double trinket right now, which is kind of nice because you get a trinket for every like burst window. You just alternate which trinket is which. So here, Slappy Hands, Ghoul, Mark, Death and Decay, Pillar, Trinket, Breath, Racial, and now procs. I'm gonna AMS this to help with the damage. Once this the benefits from my Death and Decay are done, I'm going to kick there, drop a new Death and Decay, reapply Remorseless Winter, and then just keeping breath up and using procs. When I get low, I'll obviously Horn of Winter, which is about right now. I'll kick again. And there we go. Only one more ship in the Dawnbreaker is ours again. I actually really like Dawnbreaker. I feel like this is a really fun dungeon. I'm a big fan of the mobs in this dungeon. I like the routes. This tank route is, shared it with us before, is the one where you land at house after first boss, which is nice. I was in a Reaper's Mark Pillar of Frost window there. I should have used the trinket. I'm going to use it now. It's really late, but that's a mistake on my part. And in those windows, obviously, that's when you're trying to spend as many killing machine procs as possible. The reason I like running the double trinket right now is because it's giving me a trinket to use every window. And like I said, it alternates. So you use one trinket in your window, and then the next time the window's up, as you can see, my first trinket's coming off cooldown as my mark is coming off cooldown. So I will get to do that. I'm gonna... No, I didn't get the kick off. I'll get this kick. These are kind of taking a little bit longer than I thought to die, which is unfortunate.
I don't have that kick. I can get the next one if he casts again. But he's dead. Alright, going into this first boss. This first boss is pretty simple for a melee. You just kind of try not to get hit by the lines. If your range baits well, you're good. So dropping a ghoul, I'm going to slappy hands. I'll kick. Oh, I overlapped. Remorseless Winter, Trinket, Bracial into my abilities here. And now I'm just dodging the lines, trying to use procs. I'm going to Empowered Rune Weapon. Proc, Rhyme, Killing Machine, keeping breath up as much as I can. As I get low, I'm going to Horn of Winter. I'm going to reapply Remorseless Winter, Rhyme proc, and that's breath. I probably shouldn't have gone for that Rhyme proc there. Ideally, you want to use your procs when you're above like 50 to 60%. Okay, watching these lines here. Just so that way you can keep your breath up. So going into my next window here, I'm going to build up some runes. Gonna Reaper's Mark, Pillar of Frost, Trinket, and now I'm just trying to spend as many Killing Machine procs as possible. I'll kick there. I missed the kick, which is a little unfortunate because I have a talent that gives me more runic power when I get kicks, which just helps. But watching the lines here, and we're mounting. Nice.
No.
And back on the boat. And now we're just doing everything we just did again. I'll kick here. Remorseless Winter. I'll put my ghoul back out. Oh, a little bit of bad puddles. I accidentally Horn of Winter there, which isn't great, but we'll Reaper's Mark here. First Trinket. And now we're just trying to spend as many Killing Machine procs. Gonna AMS here to help our tank potentially if he gets our Vegetable Shell. This is a big magic tank hit. Actually, for the next one, we'll probably drop AMZ.
AoE. Avoid.
So for this one, I'm going to drop AMZ on him. And because the next pull is like really big for prio, actually 18%. No, I'll go into my breath window here. So Reaper's Mark, Pillar, Trinket, Bracial, and breath. And watching the lines obviously. And Killing Machine, Rhyme, Killing Machine. Oh, I'm a little low, so I'm just gonna have to spam Obliterates. I'll use Horn of Winter. Oh, I ended up losing breath there. So that's why ideally you want to try and save your procs for, save your procs for when you're above that 60%. But it ended up being okay because the boss ended up dying, so it wasn't the end of the world. So we don't have breath here for this, which is a mini boss, which is a little scary. I'm gonna drop a ghoul, and then once these ads spawn, I'm going to slappy hands. So slappy hands, Remorseless Winter. Yo, DC, thank you for the follow. And then I'm going to go into my Pillar of Frost window, which is just spamming Killing Machine procs with my Trinket, obviously, and just trying to get as many of them off as possible in that window. Gonna drop another Death and Decay. Watching the frontals, obviously. The frontals always go on the tank. I'm gonna drop an AMZ here, just to help with this AoE that's about to come out. Oh, healer also barriered, which is nice. I'm in an Iceborne Fortitude as well, just because it got a little scary, just to help with damage. And then we'll AMZ the next one. Or AMS, sorry. And now I'm just kind of, you know, balancing my spending. And then we have another Reaper's Mark here. So we're just going to build up Reaper's Mark, Pillar of Frost, other Trinket. And then use our as many Killing Machine procs as we can in the window. Which wasn't a lot, but that's okay. It ended up dying.
You've weakened the commander and cleansed my home. Thank you. A lieutenant is in the Church of the Sacred Flame.
Where are we going next? Here. Perfect. So we won't really have anything for this pull. We can drop a Ghoul and Remorseless Winter. These tacticians are a little scary, but if you just stay behind them, frontal's always on the tank, so it's not the end of the world. I probably won't use breath when it comes up here, just because I know a big pull is coming, which is a little silly to like sit on breath for so long. So I should have saved it at the end of that boss, probably, just thinking about like rooting and optimizing damage as opposed to trying to get that boss down faster. Probably would have been better to breath that mini boss, because then it would be on cooldown right now as opposed to just kind of wasted. Especially because there's a little pull, a little pack into the next big pull. So there's just kind of two pulls where could have optimized a little bit better.
Frontal.
Just dodging that last frontal. We're gonna use our mini burst window here. So popping a trinket and then spamming as many killing machines as possible. Watching our feet, obviously. Gonna pop AMS. And gonna kick that. Watching our feet again. Reapply Remorseless Winter. Drop a... I don't have a Death and Decay, so I can't drop a Death and Decay. I'm saving Ghoul for this next pack. Similar to saving Breath. Again, a little bit of poor cooldown management on my part. But that's okay, because now this is a big pull. So... and we will be lusting this, I believe. So I'm going to drop a Ghoul. I'm going to... Slappy Hands, Remorseless Winter, Death and Decay, Reaper's Mark, and then Trinket and Racial, and I'm going to watch my feet. It's really hard to see your feet in your Slappy Hands, so just keep that in mind. And then just using procs, drop another Death and Decay here. Going to get this kick. And then just try and use procs, reapply Remorseless Winter. Watching my feet, watch the frontals. There's a lot going on in this pack, so you just kind of got to keep that in mind. I didn't end up breathing, which is really ridiculous, and I'm kind of mad that... So now that's 3 packs I held breath for. We ended up doing good damage despite not being in breath. So I'm really ended up trolling this, but that's okay. I'm going to pull in this guy, and then I'll kick him so he comes a little closer. And then I'm just going to breath this, because at this point I've held breath for too long. And yeah, just going to pop breath. I don't have empowered rune weapon or anything, so this is going to be a bad breath window. I'm going to pop Horn of Winter to try and salvage it a little bit. And the breath's over. So the packs ended up dying, which isn't the worst, but definitely messed up my breath in that window, which was crazy considering we did about 7.8 mil despite the mistake. This is a mini boss here, so I'm going to drop my Ghoul and then Death and Decay. I'm going to Reaper's Mark, Pillar Frost, Remorseless Winter, pop my Trinket, and then try and spam as many Killing Machine procs as possible. So Killing Machine, Rhyme, Killing Machine, and then we'll pop another Rhyme here. And then now we're just managing between not trying to overcap our runes and not trying to overcap our runic power. Pop another Remorseless Winter, and then back to just balancing our abilities here. So you can generate 3 runes at one time. Ideally, you are trying to do that. If you get a Killing Machine proc, use it if it's not going to overcap you in this phase. Going to reapply Remorseless Winter. Watch out for the Slam. You can AMS the Slam if you do need, if your tank doesn't move off and you're in your like breath window per se. Most tanks will move off. And there we go. Finished this mini boss. Going into the next one, we'll have breath. So we'll breath the little 3-pack
Weakened their commander.
before the mini boss, so that we can get through it quicker. Again, my cooldown management has been a little bit abysmal this key, but
And a lieutenant leads
the
them.
premise of how you go through the rotation stays the same. Going into this pack, just careful of that tactician, because obviously the frontal, so I'm going to drop everything, going to set up, trinket, racial, and then I'm going to breath, and then now I'm just trying to use procs. I'm going to kick that, powered rune weapon, drop another death and decay, use my procs again, reapply remorseless winter. I'm going to horn because I wasn't getting a lot of procs. And there we go, the mini boss is here. I'm going to slappy hands for that extra damage, trying to keep my breath up. Now we just have to watch for the orbs here. So orb's not on me, it's on the healer, I think. So just trying to keep breath up. That's why I'm only spamming obliterates. I'm not looking at my procs. It's going to die here, so I'm just going to let it. And then we're just setting up for our next Reaper's Mark window, Pillar of Frost, other trinket. And now we're using as many Killing Machine procs as possible. Another Killing Machine proc, Rhyme. Orb's on me, so we got to set up for it. I'm going to AMS so I can stay on the boss here, so that we don't get the dot. Normally you'll have to back up. I think I missed the wall. I did, nice. If that orb hits a wall, it does a little bit more damage to everyone in the vicinity, so you do have to watch for that. And now I'm just back to managing my resources. Orb's on the evoker, so just have to come to the back of the boss, make sure I'm not in that purple circle that's there.
We've weakened the
And there we go.
hold on the town and their commander.
And now we're going into a pull. I'll kick this first one. I'm going to pull this in. Reaper's Mark, Pillar of Frost, Trinket. Reminder, with the double on use trinkets, you basically are switching which trinket you use per which pull. So Killing Machine, Rhyme, Killing Machine, and another Killing Machine. And now my window's over. So as I was saying with the trinkets, basically if you're using a double on use, say you use Trinket 1 for your first window, you're going to use Trinket 2 for your second window, and then Trinket 1 for your... sorry. Did I mess that up? I can't think. Thinking and playing the game is hard. But basically, you just want to use, like... As you can see, my second trinket's coming off cooldown, so it's going to be the one I'm going to use in this breath window. But I'm not actually going to breath because we're just going to do this singular spider. So, Reaper's Mark, Pillar of Frost, Trinket, Killing Machine. I'm going to cheese this by staying on so I can get more Killing Machine procs out. And then now we're back to managing. So our breath should, our cooldown should be up for the first add phase. Whether you save your cooldowns for your adds or not is up to you and your group. This shaman is a really good pumper, so I'm not sure what he's going to do. But we'll see when we get to the boss. We'll have our full cooldowns for the boss opening, so we might actually just open. We might actually just open on the boss. And then when the ads come out, we'll just rely on whatever cleave we have at the moment to deal with the ads. Just because the boss obviously has to die too. And pop ghoul a little early there. I didn't realize the healer needed to drink. I thought we were going to go pretty much right into it. So that's okay. So going to Remorseless Winter, Reaper's Mark, Pillar of Frost, use a proc here, Racial. Gonna watch the orb here, and breath. So now I'm just using procs, trying to stay above that mark. On the AoE, I'm going to AMZ. So I'm going to AMZ. This will help with runic power generation. So reapply Remorseless Winter, and back to just trying to keep it alive. So the ads are coming. I'm going to Horn of Winter here, Slappy Hands, and now I'm going to spam Obliterates. I ended up losing it. I just used too many globals to set up for those ads. Little unfortunate on my part. but that's okay. We should be okay. For the next AoE, I'm going to AMZ for the group. So I'm going to drop an AMZ, and now we're going to go into our Reaper's Mark Pillar of Frost window with our second trinket. So Killing Machine, Rhyme. Gonna have to Frost Strike because I don't have any runes. Killing Machine, Frost Strike, Killing Machine, and then Remorseless Winter, and then back to just managing stuff. So I'm gonna drop a Death and Decay, and now I'm gonna try and just cleave these ads with Killing Machine procs if I get them, Rhyme procs when I get them, and just overall just any natural cleave while staying on the boss just for prio damage. Orbs on the Evoker to come to the other side of the boss so we don't get the dot. Next AoE we will AMS again, so we'll put AMS just to help the healer. We're going into another Reaper's Mark Pillar of Frost with our first trinket window. The healer died. I think the tank's gonna be res him. Yeah, he did. Perfect. So we're just staying in our normal rotation. Another Killing Machine proc. I'm gonna reapply Remorseless Winter. I'm gonna try and build up some runes here. Drop a Death and Decay. Rhyme proc. I have the orb on me, so we have to actually step off the boss because we don't have a shield. Point it down the hill, and then we're gonna drop another ghoul. This is a big AoE for the overlap, so we're gonna Iceborne, Fortitude, and AMS just so the healer doesn't have to heal me at all. And now we should finish off the boss. Just gonna watch for this orb. We're saving our cooldowns just to blow up that ad at the top there, right before the last boss. The damage you do in this dungeon... Oh, gotta B-res the tank, Like, I'm gonna pop a health pot. That might be the key. Got an AMS here, just to stay alive. Does this boss die? Oh, we got the boss. All right, so we might still time, hopefully. Maybe I shouldn't have saved cooldowns.
You've saved Merildon, champion. We'll drive the remainder of this shadowy lot from the city.
So don't have a ghoul. Just gonna wait for these ads to come out. Gonna spread. Okay, it wasn't on me. Come back. You can also AMS that before it comes out. You don't know if it's gonna be on you though. Alright, ads are going to be coming out right here, and then I will drop my cooldown. So I'm gonna drop a Death and Decay. AMZ, Trinket, Racial. There's the ads. Gonna Horn of Winter to keep this up. Gonna grab this ad in a second. Gonna grab this second ad in a second. What is going on? I can't. Alright, I lost breath because of that. That's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna grip this one. I don't have a grip for 13 seconds, so I'll just run over and kick it. And we're just gonna try and kill this guy for the last little bit. Gonna kick that. Alright, 5 minutes. I'm gonna drop a ghoul. Damage doesn't really matter up here, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna... so damage here doesn't really matter. So the big thing is just doing the mechanics, and then also these bombs. Yeah, so bombs are coming out. Just looking for them. So I'm gonna run and grab one now. Bomb. Throw it. That guy's grabbing that one. Oh, I don't have the line. I thought I had the line, but it was on the... The Evoker. Again, damage doesn't really matter, so I'm just kind of hitting buttons. Nothing really important up here that you need to worry about when you're looking at anything. Gonna drop this down. I was a little late for the AoE, and now I'm gonna grab bombs. I'm gonna go try and grab this far one. Hopefully the healer can keep me up. I'm gonna Death Strike to try and help. The Evokers grab that last bomb. And there we go. So phase 2. So now we just mount up, go down, and blow up the boss, and we time the 12. Easy peasy. And we just fly over there. Don't die to the shadows, that would be embarrassing. And into the last phase. Look at that. You can dot him up while he flies by. A little bit of extra damage. So, Remorseless Winter, Slappy Hands. Going into it, Trinket, Breath, Racial. I'm going to Death's Advance, AMS. And then I will just keep using Killing Machine procs, Rhyme procs. That's really unfortunate that I got that. I'm going to try and get out here. I didn't get out far enough. That's embarrassing. I was trying to greed for damage. I'm going to Horn of Winter. And just try and spam Obliterates. Try and keep him up. And it looks like I'm losing breath here. I am, so just setting up for the next window here. I'm going to Reaper's Mark, Pillar Frost, Trinket, Killing Machine, Rhyme, Killing Machine, Rhyme, Killing Machine, and Rhyme. And now Frost Strike, Remorseless Winter, Killing Machine, and then back to balancing. Just watching my feet for the frontal. Killing Machine. Gonna use my Rhyme proc here. Get out of the way of the line. Killing Machine, Remorseless Winter. My ghoul's up in a few seconds. This time I'm gonna run it really far out because I do not have anything important going on. Gonna watch the frontal. Going into my Reaper's Mark, Pillar Frost, Trinket, Killing Machine, AMS just to help the healer, Killing Machine, and Killing Machine, Remorseless Winter. Rhyme, Frost Strike, Killing Machine. Gonna use my Rhyme proc, drop my ghoul. Forgot to do that earlier. Gonna pop another Slappy Hands just for the extra damage. Put a Death Indicate in. AMZ to help. We're gonna have breath here in a few seconds, so just setting up for that. Oh, and we did it. So there you go. Timed 12. Times 12. Nice and easy. Here is my breakdown of damage overall. Oh, never mind. You guys get a loading screen. Here's my breakdown of damage overall. Obliterate, Exterminate, breath. My breath probably would have been higher if I breathed that mini boss and then the big pull. I didn't breath the big pull and I didn't breath the mini boss, so I ended up holding it for 1, 2, 3, 4 pulls accidentally, which is not ideal. Which probably would have bumped my overall maybe closer to the 1.94 that the shaman did. But it is what it is. Everyone makes mistakes. It's part of playing the game. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like down and a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.